Cloudflare just announced a 94% token reduction for AI agents. That's a massive cut to your inference costs. We're also diving into a federal court ruling that says your AI chats aren't privileged, and a major lawsuit from XAI that could reshape AI regulation. Plus, how to build for AI discovery right now. No BS AI briefing brought to you by Proactive AI. Welcome back. I'm your host, Vikash Sharma, and this is where builders get straightforward AI news without the fluff. First up, today, Cloudflare is launching code mode for AI agents, and they're reporting a staggering 94% token reduction. What happened here is that Cloudflare expanded its agent cloud offering with something called code mode. This isn't just a minor update, it's a pattern that dynamically discovers tools and agent needs instead of loading up full schemas upfront. In plain English, your AI agents are only pulling the information they absolutely need when they need it. For builders, the interesting part is that this kind of token reduction directly improves your unit economics at scale. Think about it. A 94% cut means your operational costs for agent-based products can plummet, making previously expensive workflows suddenly viable. Plus, this complements their existing managed infrastructure like dynamic workers and sandboxes, really reducing the operational burden for smaller teams trying to deploy production grade agent workflows. It's a huge play to help early adopters run leaner agent workflows compared to those relying on full schema, more resource intensive approaches. Next, a new report from FlyDragon is highlighting that a staggering 91% of US real estate agents are invisible to AI search. This 2026 benchmark report by FlyDragon is a wake up call, stating that the vast majority of real estate agents simply aren't being cited by AI search engines. Now, here's the kicker. AI sourced prospects are reportedly closing at a wild 70% conversion rate compared to just 2.4% for traditional Zillow leads. I mean, think about that for a second, 70% versus 2.4%. For builders, this isn't just about real estate, it's a strong signal that consumer discovery is actively shifting toward AI systems across major verticals. If your product or your clients rely on online visibility, you need to start thinking about AI SEO right now. The implication for product leaders and engineers is clear. Optimizing for AI channels and ensuring your data is structured for AI discovery isn't just a nice to have, it's becoming critical, especially with a 29x higher conversion rate reported for AI sourced leads. That's a competitive edge you can't ignore. Also, a federal court has ruled that AI communications lack attorney-client privilege. In a significant case, United States v. Hepner, a federal court held that interactions with commercial AI chatbots simply aren't protected by attorney-client privilege or even work product doctrine. The court's reasoning was straightforward. There's no human attorney-client relationship with an AI system. This establishes a critical legal precedent, especially for AI use in regulated contexts. For builders, this means if you're integrating AI into legal tech, compliance, or any sensitive work, you absolutely must treat those AI interactions as discoverable. It's a compliance risk that can't be overlooked. This ruling will undoubtedly drive demand for robust governance and auditability features in enterprise AI tools. As a product leader, you should be designing for controls, detailed logs, and clear permissioning by default in any AI product dealing with sensitive or regulated information. Moving on, XAI is suing Colorado over its new AI consumer protection law. Elon Musk's XAI filed a federal lawsuit to block Colorado's Senate Bill 24205, arguing it violates constitutional rights and imposes nationwide burdens on AI companies. This represents a major legal challenge to state-level AI regulation directly from a prominent AI company. For builders, the outcome of this lawsuit could really clarify federal preemption and the overall scope of compliance you'll need to consider. We are in a period of regulatory fragmentation where different states and even different countries are enacting their own AI laws. If XI succeeds, it could set a precedent that makes state-specific AI laws harder to enforce. Conversely, if Colorado prevails, it could embolden other states. Either way, this is going to significantly impact business planning and multi-state AI product rollouts, so you'll want to track this closely. And finally, FOSS-ID is launching Agentic SCA, bringing real-time compliance into AI workflows. FOSS-ID just released Agentic SCA, which integrates software composition analysis directly into AI development pipelines using the Model Context Protocol or MCP. What's cool here is that it enables AI agents to run license and security checks during the code creation process rather than as a post facto audit. This effectively automates compliance tasks that previously required tedious manual review. For builders, this is a game changer for DevSecOps. You're shifting compliance from being a bottleneck or a post hoc audit to real time, proactive checks within your agent driven development. It means less friction, faster development, and much lower risk. This isn't just another security tool, it's designed specifically for AI agents, integrating naturally into those workflows rather than forcing human processes onto AI. It helps catch license and security issues before they even get committed, saving massive headaches down the line. Let's dive deeper into Cloudflare Code Mode because I think it's the infrastructure layer that can truly enable scalable AI agents. What happened here is Cloudflare introduced Code Mode as an expansion to its agent cloud. It's a clever pattern that allows AI agents to dynamically discover and load only the tools they need for a specific task, rather than requiring the LLM to process a full exhaustive schema upfront. The big news and the part that really got my attention is Cloudflare's reported 94% reduction in LLM token usage. Why does this matter right now? Well, for anyone building with AI agents, the cost of inference, those tokens, is a primary constraint. A 94% reduction isn't just a small optimization, it turns a cost barrier into a significant enabler. It makes many agent-based products and services that might have been too expensive to run at scale suddenly feasible and profitable. This directly impacts your unit economics and could allow for more complex multi-step agent workflows without breaking the bank. It also means you can offer more affordable services to your customers, potentially creating a significant competitive advantage. So, who should really care about this? If you're a Ghanaian startup founder or an indie hacker, lower inference costs can give you a crucial cost moat. You can build and scale agent driven features faster, potentially passing those savings on to your users or investing them back into product development. It also means a faster time to market because you're leveraging managed infrastructure rather than spending cycles on complex operational setups. For enterprise product leaders, this signifies an opportunity for infrastructure consolidation and puts price pressure on existing agent services. You can reallocate budget and engineering talent from managing complex AI operations to focusing more on core product innovation. And for DRAs, infrastructure engineers versus the application layer teams, this simplifies things immensely. The infra team gets a powerful optimized foundation that handles the heavy lifting of token management, allowing application teams to really focus on the nuanced domain logic and workflow design for their AI agents, rather than getting bogged down in low level cost optimization. How would I think about this as a builder? I'd see Code Mode as a pivotal moment for agent adoption. For a long time, the promise of autonomous agents has been compelling, but the practicalities, especially cost and complexity, have been daunting. This kind of infrastructure innovation effectively lowers the barrier to entry significantly. It's like when serverless computing made it dramatically cheaper and easier to run small functions. Now, Cloudflare is doing that for AI agents. It means I can take more risks, prototype more ambitious agent driven features, and actually bring them to market with confidence that the economics will work. My mental model here is that while the app teams are busy building the intelligent workflows, companies like Cloudflare are making the underlying our intelligence pipes incredibly efficient. It frees builders up to focus on the what and why of their AI products rather than the how expensive. My no BS take on this is simple. This isn't hype. A 94% token reduction is a concrete measurable improvement that directly addresses one of the biggest bottlenecks for scalable AI agent development. This is real infrastructure innovation. that will enable a new wave of practical, cost-effective AI applications. If you're finding this useful, hit follow in your podcast app right now. It takes 2 seconds and it's the best way to make sure you don't miss the next briefing. If you want one practical takeaway from today's episode, here it is. Experiment with prototyping an agent workflow using Cloudflare's Code Mode and directly measure the token usage against your current approach. Here's how to try it in under 60 minutes. First, you'll want to request access to Cloudflare's Agent Cloud, which gives you the foundational platform. Second, design a relatively simple agent workflow. Think something with 3 to 5 sequential tasks, like one that searches for information, then summarizes it, and finally formats it for a specific output. Third, implement this agent workflow first without specifically optimizing for code mode, and then reconfigure it to leverage code mode's dynamic tool discovery. Finally, compare the reported token usage in Cloudflare's dashboards for both implementations and estimate the savings you'd see at your current or projected volume. Why is this specific experiment worth your time right now? Because understanding the direct cost impact of a 94% token reduction can fundamentally change your product's pricing strategy, your feature roadmap, and even your overall business model for agent-based services. It's a low-effort way to potentially unlock massive savings and scalability. That's it for today's No BS AI briefing. If this helped, follow the show in your podcast app and share it with one builder you know. And if you've got questions or topics you want covered, connect with me on LinkedIn and send them over. See you in the next briefing.